Hi, we're Laura and Dan. We've bought a beautiful rustic Portuguese barn and have literally zero knowledge of building and farming, but plan on converting it into a beautiful off-grid homestead. Follow us on our journey. As we've mentioned in previous videos, we still don't have our residence permit yet. So the day has come where we have to prepare to leave the land again. There are many things we need to sort out today and tomorrow, and it's going to be an emotional day for sure. So another job we need to do before we head off is that the grass needs cut. We don't know how long we're going to be back in the UK for. We're going to cut the grass just to kind of prevent the fire risk, get it all cleared out. We've also invested in a petrol lawnmower to clear it out because we can't really afford a tractor at the moment, so it's the next best thing. So we're going to give that a go and see how it works. We spent the whole day taking turns to cut the land. It was a long process, but we started to get somewhere. So the cutting's going quite well. There's still some bits around the trees that we need to get to with a strimmer, but I actually really enjoy using this. I'm finding it a lot easier than strimming, because I find strimming's quite repetitive and it hits your back, whereas this, it pushes itself along so you don't really have to do much and it looks really tidy. So yeah, very happy with it. As the evening came creeping in and the sun started to set on the property, we decided to sit down for our last evening, have a fire and share with you some of the things that have been going on. So for our last night on the land, we're having a fire just to do a little bit of land clearance to
finish off the rest.
Yeah, just to finish off the rest. I've also had my last shower, so that's why my hair's wet. And yeah, a lot of emotions we're feeling into tonight. I think it's been I feel like last time we were here during the summer, we did quite a lot and it was intense. But it feels like we've worked harder this time, and we haven't done as much.
Yeah, physically.
Yeah. I feel like we've worked much harder this time, and it doesn't feel like we've achieved as much as we did last time we were here. But yeah, I think the weather's been a big part of that.
The wet weather we had. Mm-hmm. Yeah, for me, I think it's interesting because when you kind of, everyone gets like a perception of what the off-grid life is like, and obviously I know that having the YouTube channel doesn't it adds to that in some way, that kind of it glamorizes the off-grid life. And obviously you guys out there only get to see like a little snippet of our lives. But for me personally, I mean, I don't know about you, Laura, but for me it's probably been the most challenging 2.5, 3 months of my entire life. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's like this pure beauty, but at the same time it's been very challenging.
Yeah, I think the off-grid stuff's the easy part, to be honest. I think it's all of the red tape that we'll have to go through for our residency. That's been the biggest stress on both of us, I think, this time.
Yeah, definitely. I think residency is a big one. It's the uncertainty, isn't it, of like not knowing if you can be here. Mm-hmm. That's the big one in my opinion.
Yeah. And it's been something that we've kept quite quiet from the YouTube because it's quite stressful to go through as it is without kind of documenting the whole process of it.
Yeah, definitely. I think as well though, like some of the other big things we've gone through, like I know obviously how much you want to share and stuff, but I know we've spoke about this, but even the miscarriage and stuff, like a lot of people don't realise like that to extent. So we've had a lot going on, you know, like because we want to like we're trying to like move into a life where we want to have children. This is why we're kind of like developing the land in which we are, because we want to move into a lifestyle where we have children, where we can share this experience of living the off-grid life. And obviously we obviously went through a miscarriage and not long ago, and then we've got like all the other stuff that we're feeling too around that, the stresses of like being in a foreign country and not knowing if we can be here. We wanting to kind of like lay our flag and really push forward in the things that we're doing. So there's a lot going on, to say the least. It's been a tough doing a tough few months. But even with that said, we're still like, as you see in videos, we're still very positive people. We're still find a way, like we're still finding a way now. We're still, we're giving our time, giving them things that are coming up in our lives, time to breathe and have and to work on them and feel into the things that's coming up. But at the same time, we're also still pushing forward, and because this is ultimately, this is for me, I know for Laura as well, this is a life that we want to live. There's no other way for us now.
Yeah, I feel like because we've only been allowed to stay in during doing 90 days in the country and in Europe, it's meant that every time that we come over, it's felt like quite like a business trip, like get as much done as we can before we head back, just to make our next time that we come in quite like more livable here. And I just feel like it's not sustainable to keep doing that now. And I feel like, I think we're at a point now where we're ready to apply for our residency, but it's just been a very stressful process to get to that place.
Yeah.
But I think once we're here and we're settled for the 2-year period, we'll be able to take things slower, go more at our own pace, and just live a life that's slow pace. That's what we wanted.
Yeah. So fingers crossed. Next time we get back to land, we'll have that residency, so that we can actually fully move forward and make this a home. But if we don't, we've also questioned that. If there's complications and we can't get it, we'll take this energy and we'll put it somewhere else. Because we know how we want to live. Like we want to know, now we've tasted it. We know how we want to move forward, and I think that's all we have to do. Is every day we just have to keep chipping away, don't we? And that's what we're doing every single day. Just keep taking small steps every single day, whether it's building the homestead, learning new skills, whether it's kind of sorting things out behind the scenes. Just keep chipping away.
Exactly. Learning a bit of Portuguese.
Yeah, exactly.
Everything just to kind of settle us in a bit more.
Definitely. And I know we know what we want now, so. So I think that's it. Well, I think that's enough shared tonight, is it?
Yeah.
But anyway,
we're a little bit run down, if you can't tell.
Yeah, there's been a lot going on the last few weeks. There's been a lot going on. I think we're kind of at this point now where we've kind of surrendered that we know we have to go back to sort the residency out. It's sad to leave the land, but it's just one of them things. We'll have to crack on, and we'll see how everything unfolds. What has the universe got in store for us? We're going to find out.
Yeah. I'm sure we'll make it work, whatever happens.
It's entertaining anyway, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it all makes a good vlog.
Yeah, the more drama, the more content.
Yeah.
But I don't want any more drama.
Start off this beautiful day today, the farmers just shouted us over. Me and me go and give us some nice freshly squeezed oranges and lemons, and he said it's from his home at this time, so it's not from his land. He said it's from his casa, which means his home, so it's from his home, so even more special this time. definitely going to need to make some lemon cakes and make some more orange juices and orange juice marmalade or something. I need to think of some ideas because we've got oranges and lemons coming out our ears.
Hola, bom dia. It's leaving day. We've got an extremely busy and hectic day ahead, as always. And to top things off, the cherry on the cake is that we'll have to go to the tax office this morning to rectify something, a mistake that was made. Not our fault, but yeah. So dealing with Portuguese bureaucracy on our day that we're leaving is going to be fun, but we'll keep you in the loop.
We'll keep chucking on.
Yeah, we'll keep moving on. We're a little bit tired.
And we're gonna, and to make the most of it, we're gonna wash the truck.
Yeah.
The truck needs a good wash after all the hard work. We think he deserves a little good wash.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll keep you in the loop. It was time to head into the city and along the way do some chores.
Nothing on there, is there?
Push that button. Push that button.
Oh, that was a hilarious start of the day there. So literally, normally when you obviously put your money in to wash the car, it gives you a little bit of time before it kicks in. But literally, as soon as I pressed the button there, it just shot off everywhere, didn't it?
I didn't get a chance to see it, I just seen the water flying about.
Literally just shot over everywhere. Absolutely nuts. It's at least the car's washed now anyway, so maybe that's the worst out of the way for today, and maybe the rest of the day is going to be smooth sailing.
I hope so, I really do.
Hopefully.
It was then to the tax office, which was thankfully a painless experience.
So what I'm doing is we've been gifted a lot of oranges and lemons kindly off our neighbours, but we have loads and obviously we can't use them that quickly, so they're starting to rot. So what I'm going to do is take out the rotten ones, compost them, and then we'll take the good ones back with us to the UK if they let us, if they don't confiscate oranges at the border. But it seems like we've got enough oranges to make some money when we come back. Traditional Portuguese oranges.
Maybe we'll start selling them to make some money when we're back.
See the size of this one? It's massive.
It's like your head.
I get told off for having this many oranges. Probably think we're trying to open up a store and illegally smuggle some oranges across the border.
Yes. Make sure that we've got this bad boy before we go home. We cannot go anywhere without our Connect 4. On grid, off grid, you need Connect 4.
Like a wild man, sleeping like a child, so luminous and vibrant. I'm always in bloom for you, always in bloom, always in bloom for you.
We then decided to write a letter to the farmer next door to explain why we're leaving again.
I cast away, I'm out now, sure.
So we've just returned the farmer's buckets back to his land. We brought him a little letter as well.
Yeah, we did. Our Portuguese granddad, we went and dropped over his buckets after he'd been feeding us really well. I'm gonna miss every morning when I see him, because we do this thing every morning where we kind of take our hats off to each other, so I'm gonna miss doing that every morning to my Portuguese granddad.
It's sweet, isn't it?
He's been very welcoming to us, and it's sad to leave a friend.
Yeah, we'll see him soon.
We'll see him soon.
Although it hurts me to be with you, I'm always in bloom, always in bloom for
Feels like 2 seconds ago we were just putting this in, Laura, doesn't it?
You know.
We're getting all excited, jumping about, celebrating, shouting booyaka, booyaka. Now we're having to take it out. You're going back in though.
Yeah, it will be.
And it'll be a bearer of much water in the future, won't it?
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully.
With the land prepped to leave, it was time to see if we could get the van off of the property.
I'm always in bloom, always in bloom for.
So the van's on its maiden voyage out of the land. It's doing okay so far. I mean, we've only drove about 20 metres. But we know it's going to be alright at the bottom terrace because we've gravelled that bit. But the road out of the land had been good. It dried up with all the weather. But then we've had a day or so of really heavy rain. So now the track's really bad again. So what we've done, if you can tell I'm really nervous. So what we've done is we've parked the truck at the top of the land, at the top of the driveway I mean. So if the van does get stuck, the truck can pull the van out and it can, you know, pull it. Yeah, let's see how this goes. I'm so nervous, but at least the ferry's not for another 24 hours. So we've got down the main bit of the driveway now. It's just the really scary bit coming out the land. I'll show you what it looks like. So what do you guys think? Do you think Onyx is coming out, or do you think he's getting stuck?
Are we gonna make it out or not? I think it's gonna be touch and go, to be honest. I'm not even joking, because
I'm tempted to put some olive tree branches down just as a little backup.
In certain parts where goat rises up, I think we should get some olive branches.
Yeah, just as a backup, because prevention's better than cure.
Definitely.
Prevention's better than what?
Cure. That's what you're saying. Anyway, I don't know what Laura's saying. But
Prevention's better than something.
Anyway, that's why Laura was born. Anyway, what I'm saying is I definitely feel like what we need to do is we need to try and put something down so that we can give us a chance anyway.
Yeah, definitely. We'll go do that.
Yeah, so precautions we're going to take. I think the truck's been okay so far. I mean, we've had the truck out and everything loads of times, but it's just precautions. I think like we've tried driving the truck up without 4x4 on, so we know we can get out in normal mode. But the only thing is I just want to be with it raining the last few days. It would have been absolutely fine, but it's just on the slope on the way out, because the rain in Portugal's been so bad. I just want to take extra precautions and put a few of these down just so we definitely don't get stuck. But we'll see.
We will.
You ready, Laura?
No, not really.
I'm a little nervous, but
I am nervous.
let's just get on with it now. The rain, I can feel the rain starting to come as well, can't I?
It's a bit damp in the air.
So let's go for this now.
So the van was slipping quite a bit there, so what we've done is we've pulled up the olive branches that we used on that track and then brought them over to here and doubled up.
Double our chances.
Because
Hopefully.
it's a big bank, it's got to get up as well. So
It's just a dip. It's a dip I'm worried about because the last few days it's rained quite a bit and we've took the truck out and it's dug the trenches in a little bit deeper. And we haven't had time to cover them up because we've been so busy. And now maybe we should have prioritised digging it down. But like I say, that the water's just relentless, isn't it? It's just not stopped raining.
yeah, I think once we're past this little dip and on the straight bit uphill, it's actually a bit drier up there. So I think it should be fine.
It's just this bottom
It's
bit.
just this really boggy
Here we
bottom
go.
bit.
Stressful this.
I'm really scared.